Okay, so we are back, and we are back with Clownfish versus Mirkwood. Clownfish, which of these two teams did you go up against? I know you didn't go up against both since they were previously different divisions.
I have gone up against Clownfish. I can't remember if it was in WTP or if it was in. I know one of them was 100% in the league, and I have seen Clownfish do different things in WTP. But if I were to root for a team, I think I might go Mirkwood here. I've seen them do some gnarly stuff, and I'm very interested to see what Clownfish can do to combat said gnarly stuff.
Considering it involves the word gnarly, I'm going to have to say that it must be pretty interesting. I know that in the past I've been going on and on about Knight and Siege King Nugget making great plays, or, well, I play Sploosh, Nugget plays Sploosh in at least one match, if I recall correctly, therefore I immediately Nugget. But if you're cheering Mirkwood, I'll go for Clownfish. I've got a good feeling about them. Slowboy has really impressed me on several matches in the past and scared me. Adept is frankly pretty darn awesome. I don't want to go into too many details. I don't want to say stuff because I'm sure whatever happens in this match is going to be a freaking awesome surprise.
I agree. We're rooting for different teams, but I know we cannot wait to see. And it is starting. It is Splat Zone Sturgeon. How it goes.
All right, Splat Zone Sturgeon it is. We have Clownfish in the yellow, Mirkwood in the blue. What have you got to say about these comps?
Comps are very interesting. Clownfish's comps here, double dualies, one with range, one without. They have a really nice killing power thing going on. And I think that their shot is playing a both supportive and midline role for Clownfish.
Well, Mirkwood's making good use of those splat walls there, but they lost the zone. We've had the first switch. No one's really got a lead yet.
Using specials though on Mirkwood's side here, trying to just take back and keep it, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Booyah's on both sides, and right now Clownfish is down 2. Good time for Mirkwood to make some aggressive pushes. Dually versus Splatling. Dualies took that one. Knight is...
They did.
Knight is being everywhere on the map right now, and that's just what Knight needs to do.
Especially when you're playing CDS. Will he get the pick off though here? No.
No. Slowboy learned from last time. Slowboy's going, you got me once, you're not getting me again. I've got a booyah to deliver to your teammate's face.
Well, one of them just DC'd on Clownfish's side here.
Doesn't matter. We've got... Keisha. We have... It is past the 50 mark on... It is past the 50 mark on the other team side, therefore it is going to stand already. Do they know that?
I don't think they do. They seem to just let them get it, which is kind of weird because I don't think they realize they're forfeiting here.
Well, let's just watch this squid party and... Yeah, I don't think either side realizes it because everybody is just having fun.
Man, I guess they just want to give this game here. Fortunate that they didn't know that they still had a chance, but I guess they don't have one anymore. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1,
yep.
And that is game. Taking this first round, even though they really, they could have gotten some challenge, but no, not at all.
And someone is in the team captain's chat asking about the DC rules now. Hang on a second, because it seems like a shame to have a DC affect things in this stage of the game.
It is a bit disappointing that they didn't know the rule about that.
It has been stated several times.
Yeah, it's okay, it happens. Sucks though.
Yep. Waiting for an official verdict there because both teams were thinking that they couldn't play. Until I hear otherwise, I'll give Mirkwood the win, but I'm waiting to hear otherwise or waiting to hear an official ruling. Because yep, it's going to stand. Looks like it is going.
It seems that Mirkwood is taking this one. They were past 50 when the DC happened, so unfortunately, but
Well,
I guess they didn't know about that rule.
well, I'm disappointed about that. I wanted to see an amazing. We had such an amazing match starting off. We had such.
I was honestly intrigued.
All right. Looks like everybody's in. They're not going to make that mistake again.
Yeah, well, now that they know about the rule, I don't think they're planning on it.
Nope. Okay, Clownfish. Clamblitz at the Reef. You have your chance. You are going to take Mirkwood, and you are going to break them over your knee for that last one. Do squids have knees?
I hope that Clownfish gets a bit serious in this one and just tells Mirkwood, we gave you that first one, man. Now it's time to play this for real.
Exactly.
From Clownfish, and I want to see how Mirkwood combats that. If they can get some really nice defensive and aggressive plays, I think Mirkwood can take the cake.
Yeah, Clownfish is. Both teams are great. Both teams are. I have been streaming them this whole time. I've been watching their matches, and I've been going, holy crud, holy crud, holy crud, this is awesome. A fairly large amount. So there's no question we will have that we have the potential for some great matches. We had a DC. Clownfish did not play it out, but they still haven't used their DC. So if it happens again, they can look at the time or look at the score and know whether they can use it or not, because official rules stating it here, if it's over half over, if one's team has pushed past 50 points, or if there's 2.5 minutes left or less, then it cannot be redone. If there's more than 50 points on either side, if there's more than 50 points on both sides, and if it's more than 2.5 minutes left, then there can be a replay.
Well, the game has started. Clownfish to the Reef.
Yep. We have Clownfish in the green, Mirkwood in the blurple.
And Clownfish, with this comp, they are not playing around. Look at all of that aggression.
Slow boy on the Hydra going. He's getting near this basket.
He's going to play a very defensive, aggressive Hydra. Already taking 2 picks on Merc.
Oh. 2 down on Clownfish right after. Pretty even teams again.
Right.
We've got a fair amount pushing up. Both sides are about even for clams. Just as soon as I say that, Mirkwood starts grabbing more, starts going for the armor like they're making a push soon. 2 specials ready on Clownfish's side. 2 on... Oh, Mirkwood's definitely making a push. They've got the armor, they've got the booyah. Oh, and they've got people going down.
Yes, they do. Slow boy here. I would assume he would go for a bit more aggressive, but he's really holding his position here. I think they're trying to wait for them to get a push in so they can eliminate and then get as many clams and paint as possible. So while Merc is trying to look for the push, they're kind of just waiting to get the picks off. So I'm interested to see how that's going to happen.
Yep, both sides, 18 clams, 13 clams. They can make pushes, solid pushes with the numbers of clams they've got. They're both building up their specials, holding on to them, waiting for the right opportunity. The question is, who's going to get first? Who's going to make that first aggression? Because it might work great. It might just give the other side the opportunity. If they don't have a coordinated push, or if they get too many picks, both sides down one, they're just going, who's going to blink first here?
Yeah, they did pop the armor. I thought that would suggest a push, but they're kind of just waiting on... Honestly, they're kind of just waiting for Mirkwood to push here. They did cancel that ball, though the hammer did die to the jet.
Yep. But they got it back, and that is first score to Mirkwood, but they don't have enough people alive or enough clams to follow up on it. They just
did try to get the clam ball in, but it did not work.
They just gave Clownfish a free pity, and that's... Well, everyone lost all their clams that push. Wasn't that big of a one.
No, it was not. They saw a place to push, and they said, you know what, let's take it for now, get them scared. I think now Mirkwood is trying to do the same thing that Clownfish was trying to do earlier, was get them to push in, so I think that's what that's do here.
There's a lot of playing around Astro's basket. That Mirkwood seems to have control of the field. Astro has to push away from that basket a bit. They have to get some picks. Oh. And
is gonna get the try. Amazing wipe.
That was a wipe.
They wiped Clownfish completely there.
And they're throwing in every clam they can get their greedy little paws on now.
But is trying to get some picks here. I don't think he knows who to focus on. Does he focus on the left side or the right? Oh, and they didn't even let the basket go up.
Nope, it's still open, down to 16. If they had... Okay, I think that's the end of that push. That was quite a push. That was down to 16. Oh, Astro, you've got to get it together. Do this for me, people.
Mirkwood just took that, and now I think Clownfish is a bit upset, and they're trying to just get a push in here.
Yep, Slowboy's got the power. Keeping up pressure.
Might pop the armor soon. Okay, well,
still haven't popped
I'm assuming there's going to be an armor.
Still haven't popped the armor. Jump in. Okay, hit with that throw, but they don't have enough clams to keep it going. They've got one person with the clams, and they're chased way away. And Mirkwood was ready for it.
Yes, they were. They got another ball in. They're going to get clams in as well.
And they're jumping in the
Mirkwood
pity.
is just looking at their pushes and saying, nope, not gonna happen, man. Get the ball in, though. Smart play by Clownfish.
All right, this is their last chance. If they don't get everything in, if that basket closes, they're done. Oh, I don't know if that was...
No, and it doesn't seem like it's gonna happen either.
Basket's still open, but no, the basket's still open, but they don't have any time to really get clams. They're all back at their base. This looks like it's going to be another win for Mirkwood.
Mirkwood did win that, and it's a bit unfortunate. If you ask me, positioning was Clownfish's biggest problem there. I noticed a lot of times where the backline was frontlining, just held a better position there near the end, and have his try and nozzle nose push up instead, and then have the Galuga vector. Sure.
Well, sometimes matches do happen. I don't know where Swift is. Swift have they come back into the chat? Or we have a donation of some form. I can't actually see it. I'm sorry. Or a donation or a follow or whatever that was. Thank you very, very much, because that was awesome. I'm just a little bit distracted because I'm trying to do multiple things at a time and therefore not succeeding too well at any of them. Macomart, Macomart, Macomart. I've looked at that 3 times and forgotten it 3 times.
I was about to say.
Well, the maps for semifinals are a little bit
Go
different than
TC though.
this, so. Makamart TC. Okay, that was Kabawa who just followed. And also, it looks like Lost LY followed while I was distracted, and so did Zenpai Chan. And okay, I think that's it. I think that's all of the awesomeness that I missed. Thank you all for being, gosh darn it, someone else. Fusion, you subscribed for 2 months. You're awesome. You are amazing. Thank you very
Oh, one of them left.
Okay. As soon as I hit the button, I'm going to kill the room. Can I kill the room? I cannot kill the room. All right, it's going to be a few minutes.
I say just,
Once one side can just KO and we'll get them back in here. And I don't know if they're even picking out their comps for this because
give away their comp here. I hope they played like all brush or something.
because there was DC on the screen. So we're just waiting it out. And in the meantime, we'll have a pleasant conversation about how awesome both teams are. Because they're playing really well. There's no denying it.
No, yeah, they're playing very nicely. If you ask me, it's a bit of an Astro deadlock situation here where Clownfish is trying to get something going and Mirkwood is just saying, nah, man, it's just not going to happen, dude. We're not going to let it happen. They've been playing it very nicely, I'll tell you. Mirkwood is getting a lot of coordination, and Mirkwood is understanding the way that this game has to go. They're getting specials, they're using their subs, they're playing it very nicely, and it's obvious that everyone here understands their weapon.
Yeah, both teams have been. Astro has been doing really well, but they're being out. Has to be that one death at the end, of course. Astro has been doing really well, but they haven't quite made it yet. I keep waiting for them to do something amazing, but they haven't quite yet. They will soon. I'm sure of it.
So I hope to see it. I want to see how long this can go for because I'm really liking this matchup.
All right, I'm hoping that this is the start of
Just go all
Astro's
the way to
verse.
Humpback Rainmaker.
I'm hoping this is the start of Astro's verse sweep, and there is somebody else being awesome. Goldshard, thank you very much for the follow. You are awesome. Why are there so many awesome people while I'm trying to commentate? I am not good at multitasking here, people. Yes, I know. That is the last thing I should be complaining about. That is the last thing I should be complaining about. Okay, so let's get them all together. They have their weapons selected soon, and they know they're playing tower control. They know that they are going to have some pretty amazing things going on.
Yeah, this is TC Mako. I'm very interested to see how they take this.
I've just realized I've been saying the wrong team for too long. Clownfish. What? I just look at that little circle and I think of a fancy at sound.
Yeah, it happens. But yeah, no. I'm interested to see how Clownfish is going to take this one, if they are going to take this one. I want to see a good amount of coordination by Clownfish here because I want to see this team go head to head for a little bit longer here.
There has been some really tense moments. I wish that Splat Zones match hadn't had a DC. I wish they'd realized, because it was so back and forth, so very back and forth that they could have. But that's wishing for things that can't happen.
I guess we'll find out.
We have the actual game this time. We will have. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Don't tell me this happened again.
No. No.
You see, maybe this is just Splatoon 2 being Splatoon 2. It's probably a DC. It's been going on for way too long. Yeah, we're all about
Yeah,
to get
we
kicked from the
at
room.
least
Ah.
no, that's one on each
Oh,
side.
both sides this time. That's. Wait, do
Let's-
they play this?
I don't know.
I think that's up to them. Oh, yep, well. How many times does a team have to DC before they're disqualified and lose that?
Well, I say we give them this one because no one has any idea what's going on, and I may kill the room after this and have you host, Booze. Because this looks more like it might be on my end than anything else.
Yeah, earlier I saw Goldshard deadlock. He was a bit laggy. I didn't want to say anything, but he was. I thought that was just him, but looking at it now, it might just be stuff. So you could break the room. I'll make it same pass. I'll put
All
my
right.
code in there really quick.
They can join through me. They can join through me because I'm your friend and.
That's true. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Just gotta watch the stats of. Well, 2 people on Clownfish had specials. So, closing this private battle and
What was your pass? 9988.
as you said on stream for everybody to hear.
Let's hope nobody joins.
All right, the teams should be able to. Okay, changed hosts. The stage is not random, but it should be on Mako Mart. There we go. And we're getting the members of both teams back into the room very quickly.
There you go. This is everyone, I'm assuming.
You and me both.
Okay then. So hopefully this time nobody DCs. Hopefully we can actually get a game in here.
All right, tower control. We have Mirkwood in the yellow, Clownfish in the blue. Ah, that's a change in the spot lane. We've got the heavy instead of the Hydra now. Oh wait, nope, looking at the wrong team. Still got. Oh yeah, Slowboy's on the heavy remix now. A little bit of a change.
Okay. Similar comps though. That is for sure. It seems to just try to push in. Gets picked off though by the pro.
Yep, no one's making much of an effort. Oh, 2 down on Astro's side. Very nice picks by Knight. They're making their first move and getting booyah'd on out of it, so let's return the booyah. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, in the beginning of that push, Clownfish tried taking it, but Mirkwood said, nope, just gonna keep it here. Or maybe not, the pro just died.
True, but with down one on both sides at this point, people are responding in. You can't really say you've got anything going on this map until you've gotten past that first checkpoint. There's too many good spots for people to stand and shoot you at when you're at that first checkpoint for it to really count. Too easy to get that far. When you're standing at the first checkpoint, you can get people from above the melons, below you. Both of those stacks of, I can't remember what they're called, plat, cereal. I'm trying to learn the callouts, but I don't have the... Oh,
the cancel
splashdown,
of the
cancel.
splashdown here. They did have all their specials. 2 of them have used it already. Yet they did not get a push in here.
Oh.
Did kill that jet, splashdown after it. I think Clownfish might be ready to try to get a push in.
I hope they are. They're taking the tower, and they are going ham on that splatling. Never mind. No one actually took out the splatling. They just pushed him back. Nope. Still don't stand corrected. Knight is causing havoc, and they can't do anything until they get rid of him.
That is absolutely correct. Clownfish is pushing it this time, though. Knight did take out the heavy. I'm interested to see it, and they did get the lead.
They did have a lead change, and they are past the first checkpoint. That is huge on this map. But they're going to have to do some fast retreating because other team, Mirkwood, is making their way in. Come on.
Knight is kind of just trying to get picks in here for his team.
Mirkwood's making progress, but they haven't gotten past that checkpoint yet. Booyah. Is that enough of a distraction? Not quite. Red's taking care of business.
Both players from Mirkwood just got splatted here. Clownfish, Arva is trying to focus the left side as much as possible, though Knight is really on her tail.
Yeah, this is... Tower control is one of Astra's better modes, I believe. They're really good at focusing on that little area and keeping track of what needs to be done around it. But
Mirkwood seems to be a tad bit confused on what's going on here.
Well, what's going on is they've got to retreat because 3 people down and 1 jumping out is not a recipe for anything but the other team pushing in, and that's just what they're doing. Clownfish had to have too many specials there.
Is going to have to find a way to get this defense in and then hopefully a push afterwards, but they do seem to be lacking in it.
Booyah incoming. Slowboy is saying, I'm done with that. Nice pick on Adept there, but then taken out by Slowboy. And Slowboy taken out, and Jump coming in, that's taken out. I think this push might be over. They haven't quite gotten to checkpoint 2, board. Less than a minute left. Mirkwood's got to make something happen. But we're going to a game 4.
Yeah. At the same time, I want to see Mirkwood win this. I want to see how they can push in here. They do have 3 specials. They can get a nice push in here. They popped all 3.
There's the... Yeah, didn't seem to do much.
No, it did not. I thought it was accidental for a second there. On the tower, he's getting tripled here, and he dies.
Yeah, I think that might be the game. Unless one of them gets on the tower now, which, nope, Slowboy's got it cut.
Nope. Yes, we are going into a game 4, ladies and gents.
Woohoo! Start of the reverse sweep. Clownfish, you can still do this.
Clownfish still has a chance.
Whoa, 13 splats on Adept. That was quite a nice one. I've got to actually check what the maps are. Starfish Splat Zones is up next. Starfish Splat Zones.
Yep, I do have the map open. The map's open here.
All right, what Clownfish pulled together there. They did really well. They had a very nice comp, and they knew just when to push and when to stay back. Mirkwood, they took the tower a few times, but they kept getting chased off. Don't know what I don't know what their plan was there. I admit it. They were doing really well popping specials in sync, and they had so many amazing splashdown cancels. There were I think I saw 3 or 4 splashdown cancels on screen there, which is not something I can manage myself. I think I've done like 3 splashdown cancels ever, and 2 of them were accidental. So let me be impressed about that.
Right. I don't know if you guys see the coordination from Mirkwood was actually very nice. I think the only problem here is that they were a bit confused. It's like they didn't know where it is that they wanted to go. Something and then pulled back, and they tried it again and pulled back. And at that point, Clownfish saw it as an opportunity to just push and keep their push stable. So good on them.
And once Clownfish got in, they figured out what they had to do to get it, and they just kept doing it. They figured out who they had to take care of, and they took care of them. And that was all they needed to get that.
Very nice comeback.
All right, we've got a new Splat Zones map coming up right now. Maybe Clownfish can take this one. Maybe Mirkwood will just take the set. Gonna find out now. We've got green, Clownfish in the Blurple. And sticking with
no backline on Mirkwood here.
To be fair, the question is whether or not you need a backline here. Slowboy's.
Well, that's kind of yeah.
Slowboy
just keeping zone. Smart play.
Slowboy has, I forget the name of it, the infrared ink on, which tags somebody. He can call out their positions to their teammates, which is probably going to keep Mirkwood a little bit on their toes because they can be seen and called out wherever they are if they get close enough to that splat lane. And getting close enough to a splat lane means...
Not something you see.
Yeah. Mirkwood's making their push, but they're... Oh, nice double from Arya there.
Fish is not letting them take back here at all. Slowboy is just keeping his zone, watching the flanks.
And everybody Slowboy tags. Slowboy knows exactly where they are until they get splatted. Calls it out to their teammates. Very nice pick by Knight there. But we've got Booyah coming in, and that's Booyah and Inkstorm looks like. That's...
He got 2 picks, Slowboy here on Snipe. Might get the 3rd one on the Gal. He has Arva to help him.
Nope. But they've got that zone. 52 to 66. Neither side can relax right now. This is too close still.
Yeah, they're all kind of just coordinating themselves very nicely here on Clownfish. They're all staying together as a unit, and when they need to get picks, they're getting their picks.
It
We
worked
are
off.
seeing a bit of a comeback here from Mirkwood.
Bomb rush and armor. Yep. They're countered immediately by a Booyah. They got the zone. They got stuck Clownfish with a penalty. Whether or not that'll be enough to get them back in the game is a good question.
Mirkwood is trying to keep the zone here, but Clownfish is just not letting that happen.
Oh. Red.
Slowboy is keeping that Booyah Bomb in storage. He pops it out now. Threw it at the jump.
Yep. Booyah Bomb neutralizes zone here. Doesn't quite cap it, but if it were already colored a little bit, then it certainly could. Clownfish is just taking it and going and saying, this is our zone. We had enough of losing to you guys. We're time for our reverse sweep.
Yeah, they're 100% taking this one seriously here. They are not kidding around. I love the way they're coordinating on Clownfish's part. It's like somebody's in trouble, they're all in trouble, and they're all helping. Slowboy is going to have to get out here, though. They seem to be focusing the backline a lot more since he is watching all the flanks and trying to get zone.
Yeah, Slowboy is key to Clownfish's success right now. Because whatever Slowboy sees, he calls out. Slowboy is going, this is what's going on. There's where you need to be. And they go and they do it. Everyone's a good player.
Being a very nice backline.
Yep, everyone's a good player, but with someone back there coordinating things perfectly, it's we may see a lead change here. 39. Yes, we do. Mirkwood took it back, and they're pushing, and they're not letting Clownfish back in there now. They got Clownfish's measure, and they're splatting Slowboy and getting their way in. Come on, Clownfish, you can still do this.
They might be able to pull it off here by Clownfish. Mirkwood.
They've got to get the zone now.
There, and I think they found it. Will they get the zone? And the
Not in time. Not in time.
Nope, they did not time it.
Good effort, Clownfish. Good effort, Clownfish.
Good
That was
effort by
a great
Clownfish.
game. That was an amazing game. And I wish I could have seen more of them. But as it stands, Mirkwood just barely took you out.
Being very smart about that when they were looking for wiggle room, and when they found wiggle room, they took it immediately.